guys, and it's Mysterious Ranger here. In this video, I will show you how to create a simple chat room using Python sockets. So let's begin then. Import socket as st. Then we set the IP 127.0.0.1. It's localhost for this computer. And if you want to know more about sockets, I will have a link in the description if you're really new to Python. Yeah. Port is 1200. We create the object. S is st.socket. st.af. st.af inet. And st.sockstream. Now we have at the end of this video, I will explain what everything does, and in as much detail as I can possibly tell you. Okay, s.bind IP and port. This binds the socket. Now we listen for connections. One client, the others will be rejected. And then connection and address is socket.accept. We accept the connection. Now we print who we're connected with. String address, and while true, we create an infinite loop for the messages. So while true, connection dot send bytes input, enter message UTF-8. Yeah, as I said, I will explain everything the two programs do, because this will be the server and this will be the client. Now, we print message incoming. Now data is connection.receive 1024 bytes. Print string data and pass on the extra arguments to let string know to decode it from UTF-8. So that is the server, and I will explain everything now. So here we just import socket as st as always. We set the IP for the socket. We need to set this program will just connect to a device and take up one of their ports. So like for example, you have a computer downstairs in the basement. So this program could just not do that and just 192.168.2 and some address, and then it would just connect to the device and take up one of the ports. And in this case, this socket is just connecting to the computer, which I am running, and we'll take up their port number 1200 or 1200. So takes up port 1200. So if I'll run this program again, but on another computer, I'll just put my IP address of this computer and set port to 2000. It can't because port 2000 is occupied. Then we create the actual socket object, we create socket object, and then we bind it. So this is where the magic happens. This binds socket to device on IP and takes up their port. So what this does is it connects to a computer, in this case my computer. Then it takes up my port, which is 1200, and port 1200 is free because my computer is not using it. And yeah, and the IP of a device has to the device on that IP address has to be on. There has to be a device on the address, or else there's just no no device on that IP, and there's no port there. There's just port, I don't know, -1 then. Yeah, okay, so what this does is it listens for incoming clients. This listens. So when another device connects to the IP and port 1200, we'll write that program in a second. It listens for one client. If there's more than one, this program will just reject them. And this is a 2-on-2, one-on-one chat room, so that's what should happen. Now we accept the connection, because if we don't do this, the client, which is attempting to connect, will just get rejected. Okay, so we accept the connection. And now we just print who we're connected with. Prints who we're connected with. This is actually optional. If you don't want to do that, just don't do that. Now this is an infinite loop. Or if I just stop the program, I'm just doing that. Infinite loop. So here, this line sends, first it converts and sends message. And I'm just gonna create a new line here. Converts and sends message to client. Converts, this converts the input on the message to bytes, because socket requires that you send bytes, not a normal string. Now this isn't just an optional line. Optional line just prints message incoming. Now we receives message, and now we pass on an extra argument to string. So this function will know to decode from UTF-8, and it prints message. And that's literally all there is to it. Well, okay, technically not all there is to it, because we'll still have the client. But yeah, this is the server. And now we'll move on to the client. So as always, just import socket as st. Just inputs it. Then we have the IP for the device to take it up. Yeah, if you want to know more about sockets, I'll have a link in the description below. And what I've just told you is how I understand it. If you don't understand it, just read the link. Okay, so port is 1200. Now we create the object socket.socket, st.afinet, and st.sockstream. So here we don't bind it, we connect it. So it doesn't take up a port on a specific device. It just connects to that device. And while I think about it, I will just yeah. Oh, whatever. So we connect here. Then we will create the infinite loop while true. So we print there's a message incoming. Then we set data to socket receive 1024 bytes. Then we print string data and UTF-8. This is actually for someone who knows the basics of Python. Because if you don't know what a string is, I think you'd be lost by now. Okay, now we send bytes input. Enter message. And encode it to UTF-8. And that's it then. There's 20 lines here and 17 lines here because we're not... Yeah, 17. Okay. Now let's just test these. Okay, connected with localhost or just this computer. And the client says message incoming. So let's just write test 1, 2, 3. Message incoming, test 1, 2, 3. Test 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it works. So in this tutorial, I showed you how to create a simple chat room using Python sockets. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.